What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Sorry I'm late. This computer never wants to work. It is lagging on me. I just got home from work, still dirty as hell, looking like complete garbage, feeling like complete garbage, but the Eagles looking like garbage last night. So that's what we're here to talk about. Appreciate you all taking the time here today. We got ourselves a little bit of rest, right? I got a couple of hours and went through the workday, had some time to mull over some things, really try to go over the things we talked about last night and, just try to keep things together, right? And look, I understand it. I've seen it all. Fire Nick Sirianni. Howie Roseman's the worst GM ever. Jalen Hurts needs to be traded. He's not a good quarterback. I have seen all your comments, and my God, help me, please. So I understand this is some people's favorite time of the year. A lot of people watch football just to, vent their personal problems onto the team they watch. That's cool. If that's you, not really for me. I love the Eagles. I actually bleed green. That's win, lose, or tie, baby. Bleed green until I die. So, look, we're pissed off. We were pissed off together last night, and the defense sucked ass. Questionable, play calling, a lot of things that we saw. We broke them down. We're going to talk a little bit about those today, but I don't know that I am of the thought process that the season is over in week 2, and I'm not so sure I want to fire and trade everyone. Just not my thinking. And if that's your thinking, no doubt, man, to each their own. To me, when we talk about these issues, what needs to be fixed, it's in the football sense. I understand, if you're in Madden, you could trade for Patrick Mahomes. You're getting Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson. I get that. This is real life, though. So this team has to figure out what they can actually do in real life. So the defense, no rush at all. No pass rush from the edge guys or the interior guys. So something needs to be figured out there. And whether that's, giving the youth movement, we talk about a little more Jalix Hunt on the outside. I don't know that that's like your fix, right? So Howie Roseman, maybe he needs to go out and make a trade. We talk about, having almost $25 million in cap space. You can do whatever the hell you want. And the Eagles know they have some struggles, and I guarantee you Howie Roseman knows it, and these guys are working to make this team better. Great part of this is we actually have an entire season. So we don't stop after week 2. This is not the team you have to see not only every week, but this Sunday. This does not have to be the team that you see against the Saints. So this team needs to get their head out of their ass. Obviously, things change when you're down A.J. Brown, but, the defense, what are we doing? So many missed tackles, so many things. We talk about, it's an intricate defense, so much going on here. And, yeah, it's going to take time to figure it out. We talked about bumpy roads leading into the season. Last night was a very bumpy road. And, we need to figure out a lot of things, but it's not like it can't happen. I don't understand when you have so much talent for people to jump ship so quickly and, the defense so young, so many pieces, and Vic Fangio, a very, very intricate defense. You guys watch the video, all about it. You've got to be a very smart player and, you got to be doing your thing, man. You cannot be making mistakes. And we saw a lot of that. We talked about, maybe Cooper DeJean being the starting nickel. A lot of things that youth we talk about, but that's going to entail more issues. You're going to have growing pains. And we talked about this before the season started. And, if we walk away with a win, we're talking about, hey, we got to clean this up. We knew this. With a loss and the way that we lost, it makes it just, and you've got every Dick and Harry out here telling you you got people saying not taking a field goal in the first quarter is the reason we lost. I would instantly not listen to those people's analysis. Football, not for them. I've heard everything under the sun. Kellen Moore, Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts interception, Jordan Mailata not, getting Judon when he's coming off sides there to end the game. So many fingers want to be pointed. The defense, Israel, and I get it. How about this? How about the whole team went out and they sucked and they lost and we were down A.J. Brown. We are still a young defense. That, to me, makes more sense as to why you struggled against a team that has a lot of talent. And we talked about this, if you guys are watching Behind Enemy Lines, the top matchups, You heard me talk over and over again about how much effing talent was on that Falcons roster. They're pissed off the way they played against the Steelers, and we can't sleep on them, man. Yeah, Nick Foles is here. And here it is, dude. Smack right in the mouth, dude. So it hurts. It sucks. I get it, man. But we don't have to jump ship. We don't, people threatening Sirianni last night. Like, people mentally weak should not be watching the Philadelphia Eagles. This is not the team for you. I promise you, they will drive you mad if that is the case. But, hey, man, I'm with you on the pissed off train, and I get it. That's why it's always so weird to me. Like, let me just be pissed off at my team, right? Like, get your shit together, figure it out, make some moves if you have to, whatever needs to be done. I'm right here with you. The whole everybody, it sucks and trade, every fire. I don't get it, man. I never have, and that's why I created On the Road to Victory for you effing sickos who want to come in here. And let's talk about it. We're going to take a look at the snap counts. We're going to talk about what the hell did we just watch last night. So let's get it going, baby. And we got a sicko starting us off here. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you got some sleep. I know I didn't get much, but I want to give a big shout out to Tiffany. She is starting us off, and I remembered to bring it up with me, but she wanted to send me something to add to the room, and I thought this was one of the coolest little things I've ever seen, dude. Oh, we got A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, and then a couple of diehard fans here, and that is going to go up. You have now pushed me to finish this, so you got me. But a big shout-out to you, Tiffany. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. You guys sending me stuff, buying the merchandise. You guys are nuts, dude. And I literally all day I was thinking about you guys. And, I was going to do Behind Enemy Lines. It would have been late as hell trying to get together all that stuff. And I thought, no. They don't get to screw us just because the game is on Monday. We're having a damn game recap. So you'll get Behind Enemy Lines hopefully tomorrow. But look, the initial injury report will be out as well. So you'll get a big dosage of on to next week when we get into the shows tomorrow. But here tonight, we're going to talk some birds, baby. And that's both those birds. And, yeah, we lost. Yeah, we're 1-1. But it ain't over yet, baby. 15 more games to go. And I promise you, they know they have issues. So they got to work it out, man. Emotionally exhausted over that game. And now it's just week 2. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, you never want to lose, man. I never want to lose. I actually hate it. Yeah, I never like it. But I'm just not one of those people that, I have to fire and trade everyone. Everybody sucks. I hate the Eagles. That's some puss-ass stuff. That's the Cowboys fans. We leave that stuff to them. Let them jump ship. In these parts, we're going to hurt, and we're going to hurt together. That's what we do, baby. And look, man, this sucks ass. When we talked about bumpy roads, I didn't expect, be an effing PA highway. I didn't expect craters. You know what I mean? Like, we're losing tires here. I don't know, obviously, how seasons are going to pan out. I try to give you the best analysis I possibly can, and I knew in the back of my mind, that's what I kept telling you. It's going to take some time. You will have bumpy roads, but damn, dog, I didn't expect you to look like, in certain situations, such ass was all over my face. That's not good. It was just bad. You know what I mean? It was just poop all over me. And you know what, dude? I'm not getting heated up thinking about it because last night, I stayed up and I'm like sitting there like, all right, at least we pull off this win. And I'm looking, it's 1:30 left. And I'm like, you motherfucker, don't do this. Don't do it. Saquon drops it. 4th down, we kicked the field goal. I think you should have just gone for it there. Could have been up by a field goal. I understand you want to go up by more than a field goal so they can't tie it. I get that. I do. Because you just should play defense. That's really all you had to do. But that's what I mean. You can point fingers everywhere you want to, but this whole team gets the finger pointed at them. So it is what it is. No doubt, man. Much calmer now. Yo, my man, Drew. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. And yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I think, the casual fans and the media people, they make it so much easier for me when I see, I got on at lunch today. I'm like, I'm not going to see fire and trade everyone, right? It's not season's over. Hey, I should have known better, baby. Because those fans that are waiting, they hate the Eagles. They sit here, it's like weird shit. They just trash them. I hate everyone. It's like, bro, get your personal life fixed. And then, start talking about the Eagles. Don't blame all, whatever you got going on at home on the Philadelphia Eagles, dude. But, yeah, man. And dang, that's what we've talked about. If things happen, if they don't go that way, no reason to jump ship. You got to remember, long season. And what did I say? It might take till midway through to really get this thing clicking on all cylinders, man. We got a lot of young pieces, a lot of new pieces, and I think it's going to take some time for the young pieces to get in, right? We talk about that. It might be a lot sooner than we thought here. So, hey, but that's what football's all about. You get your John Madden statements. People are like, well, yeah, you better figure it out. You better not play it like that next week. Like, thank you. Right? Do you think so? Yeah, I would hope they would go practice, and I would hope that they work on their issues. That's kind of what football is. I don't know. But, dude, oh, Lord, help me running these, social media accounts all over, dude. They just hit me nonstop all day. Let me tell you why the Eagles suck. And I'm like, dog, it did suck. I hated the game. I did not enjoy any second of it, to be honest with you. I was pretty pissed off most of the time, but it's nuts. And yeah, man, if he doesn't want to get paid, I'd happily take him back. But I think the issue is he wants to get paid. No, he was not. He was benched for the first series there. Parson trade's unrealistic. Yeah, I highly doubt they would trade him to us. Lord knows I've seen growing pains. Oh, yeah, man. It's truly funny to see. This is far from some of the teams I grew up watching. So, yeah, and you look at it and you look at the rest and how much they help the Falcons or how much they don't do this or that. And that's what I mean. You could literally sit here and be like, well, if this would have happened, I mean, I could play Captain Hindsight with you, but I don't do that, man. And holy hell, Herschel, are you serious, dude? He's losing it. He's still pissed off about the game. I'm still pissed off about the game. Holy hell. Oh, yeah. And yes, you've heard me repeat that over and over again. Whoever it is, discipline quarter, we're not playing. No, that's usually what you do when see, you can't have these bitch-ass people in this world. You have to put them in their place. And if they're going to do stuff like that, you have to reprimand them. That's just kind of how it works, man. Simple life lesson there. Fans are ridiculous. Yes, they are. Truly are. Falcons don't get enough credit. They have talent. Yeah, man. And look, Kirk Cousins, much as we bust on him about prime time, and we talked about it. Look, Drake London is not to be slept on. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, a lot of talent, right? Got a good offensive line. Then you talk about the defense. I think, obviously, loaded with talent, and we talked about they are going to be pissed off. Didn't give up a single touchdown to the Steelers. It is the Steelers' offense, but, hey, man, we knew they were going to come to play, and they did that, man. So, hey, it's an unfortunate loss, but this is the NFL, and shit happens, man, and it sucks. So Monday Night Raw, watching the game in between. He goes, "Yo, that sucks, bro. That really sucks. We could possibly lose. We could possibly win the next two games, too. Thank you, John Madden, for that. But, yes, you can win or lose, but you can also tie, just in case you were wondering. Also, possibly, yeah, that is some groundbreaking stuff there. Groundbreaking. For some reason, Star Wars jumped in my head. Embrace the pain. Oh, I am, baby. And I want this team to do it. See, I like these times. I like when we get rid of all the flip-floppers and bandwagoners. Let's see who the real fans are. Let's get people on board with this team. Figure your shit out. We're on your ass. We got you, dude. We got your back. But we will be on you. We're just not, part of the casual sect of this fan base that, trade everyone. I saw something today, Jordan Davis. I just don't understand why he's not leading the league in sacks. And if I could get people to understand what a nose tackle is, man, I've tried for years here. But, yeah, they want to stop the run, two-gap, run stopper. I don't know how else to explain that he is not there to pass rush. Of all the people on the line, Jordan Davis is not who you want to see leading the league in sacks. That's not how it works. For all the analysts I see out there in the media, confused as to why he's not racking up sacks. It's not his job to do that. He opens up things for other people to get sacked. Okay, I thought Jimmy when I seen it, laughed loud as the fans is. Dude, I love it. I love it. Not with no pass rush, now with the way it did. Yeah, see, the great thing is, though, that you aren't stuck. See, I don't know. I guess people just play Madden and think, like, you have to be the same exact team. Believe it or not, things change every single day, every single week. I don't know who the media is out here convincing of that, but it's crazy. Parking Lincoln again, stuck for an hour. Didn't get back to the first time. Well, if you ever plan on going to a game again, you kind of just got to expect that, man. I'm guessing it's your first time. You got away lucky. Only an hour on a Monday Night Football. That's wild, man. Most of the time you're spending an hour and a half. So yeah, man, that's just kind of how that works. Yeah, I guess I'm just catching up here. Bear with me now. Do I believe in the hype? I believe they won 2 games in this NFL. They did good in those 2 games, but we can beat them. That's unfortunate, man. I know how it goes. It takes me 4 hours with traffic, about 5 to get there, and you guys know how I roll. I drive there and then drive home, and woo, those are tough days. I will not lie to you. I'm very happy I did not have to do that last night. Leaving that up to the Saints because look how Miami put up 70 points last season. Oh, I don't really go off last season. Completely different team. They got talent. They got a very talented defense. Got talent on offense. So, yeah, man. Yeah, good team. Minus half awake. Yeah, no doubt. No chance to see a game in person. That's awesome, man. And yeah, that's just kind of how it goes, bro. Traffic. That's that city traffic, bro. It is not fun. Not fun. Yeah, man. And look, I'm pissed off about the game, but I don't get how some people get. That's just not for me. And dude, I was, woo-wee, let me tell you, baby. I was ripping and roaring today. You can still see, probably got dust all over me, bro. I am covered in cement dust. I blew my nose and it was just black. Like, I was whooping ass today. I got a lot of rage out. It was really refreshing. I'm not going to lie to you. But this team, look, you can't let it, again, this is a long season. They got a lot to work on, yes. But you'd be kidding yourself if you were any team in the NFL that didn't have stuff to work on. We just happen to have lost a very close game, so it stings a whole lot more. But I promise you, man, we're going to figure this stuff out. And, if you don't, then changes need to be made. And we talk about it. Add a pass rusher. Get something going here. Vic Fangio's defense does not work if you don't have a pass rush. And he's not going to send extra people. So if the front 4 or 5 cannot get it done, something's got to change here. So talk about these young guys getting more reps, doing some things, getting things going here. That's what we need to do. And look, they know all of these things, right? So we can repeat the same exact things like the media does every day for the next week and over and whine and cry. Or we'll sit here tonight, we'll talk about it, and then tomorrow it's behind enemy lines with the Saints, and you'll have your injury report. It's on to the next one, dude, and that's what they're already doing. They're watching what the mistakes are, fixing what they need to mentally. They'll get on the field, and they'll do that tomorrow with as it pertains to the Saints, what they need to do here, and we'll be just fine. And we might not, but I'm here to tell you it can go either way. We don't have to listen to the media and these whiny fans. It's all over. Fire everyone. No, dog. It's a 15-game season. Howie Roseman is our GM. If we need to add people, we will add people. We will be just fine. And that's just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. And you're just going to have to send pressure up. No, you're going to have to figure something out. You're going to have to trade for somebody if these guys can't do it, because sending guys is just not really the MO here. And in today's league, it makes sense. And this defense works when you have a pass rush. So, yeah, you just got to get that going. That's a Jalen are great pass rush. Well, they weren't great, but, they did okay at times for sure. Oh, no, I can imagine going to work at the game because I take care of patients. Oh, yeah. Let's not say that. Let's not do that. But, hey, Nina, it's a tough one. I never like to lose. It sucks, right? And, all the people talking shit, I think, makes it easier for me, especially our own fans. We know this time, Nina, every content creator, every media person, I hate everyone. Trade them all. Everybody sucks. Howie sucks. Sirianni sucks. You know how it goes. And that's why I created On the Road to Victory. For you guys that just want to talk about what the hell is actually going on and what we need to do to fix it, rather than just the Madden mindset, right? And look, we're pissed off, right? We're all pissed off here. It's just a difference between holding your team accountable and being a fan and then being a Cowboys fan who jumps ship and turns into a little baby back bitch. And that is not something I'm ever going to do as an Eagles fan. So, yeah, they better get their shit together, better figure out what they're doing with the pass rush, trade for someone, do something. I need an influx of youth on this defense. We've already got these pieces in place a little sooner rather than later, I guess, but I'm ready for it. And Nina, I'm with you. It sucks, but great part is 15 more effing games in the regular season, and then we got the playoffs. We're going to get it all together. We're still winning that Super Bowl. I actually placed another bet first thing when I woke up this morning on the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. You know me, man. When the Eagles go down, that's when I put my money down. Let the haters hate. We'll continue to educate. This team is coming together, figuring out their issues, and they're going to be just fine. Like we talked about all offseason. I expected bumpy roads, right? You guys heard me saying it. You win with those bumpy roads, everything's pretty. If we lose, you're going to hear everyone saying fire and cut, and it's happening right now. So let's just hope everything else I said happens. They get the shit together, and let's effing go. So, oh, God, yes, I'm glad you agreed, Dank. I can't get down with that mindset. We're going to serve other stakes, especially. It sure does, man. I've worked with people a lot of years of my life, and now I work beating up concrete, laying concrete. Don't have to deal with people too much, other than when I'm making my sales and stuff, but it's tough, that's for sure. People are a different breed. I will tell you, in this world today, holy, everybody just wants to project all the shit they got going on. I'm good, man. I don't need it. I got enough going on. Say we're getting anyone good to pass. No, I didn't say anything about my source saying anything. Nope. Think about Devin White being active. He lost the job to Nakobe Dean there. So got to be better if you want to win the job. Call him Jalen Phillips, good player. But, yeah, man, I would not be against adding to this pass rush if these guys can't get it done. So, in Howie, I trust. People would calm me down as soon as games go, just went to work. Yeah, right? And in a job like that where you're in like hospital or with patients or people that are going through stuff, that right there brings you right back to reality, right? Like obviously that shit's way more important than a game. And look, for someone who lives and breathes Eagles football, now look, it used to be a lot worse when I drank. Like trust me, I would lose my effing mind, not be able, like all week, losing my shit. And putting this together, doing this show really does help. Like it helps me. Like it's kind of like when you don't drink and you watch people drink and you're like, oh, that's why I don't use drugs. Oh, no thanks. And when you look, and you see how people overreact, lose their minds, it's like, that wasn't me, was it? Like, oh, I wasn't a Cowboys style fan, was I? No. Now, here's the great part. I never ever have been like these new fans we have and all these content creators. I never would jump ship. It's just I would be so irate. And it's like, dog, it's a football game that we love, right? If you find a way to love it, even when they are losing, when they're tying, whatever, that is when you know you truly love them. Because no matter what they do, I'm going to continue to come right back. Glutton for punishment, whatever you want to call it. But that's just how I am, man. And I like to try to break it down, look at the actual game rather than just lose my effing mind, right? So all about it, Tate, all about it. Joke about your sources, no doubt. If only YouTube can have us live like in person. So, oh yeah, no doubt. But let me take a look at this snap count because I want to break this down. I want to look at it. So you see the offensive line there. 100% of the snaps, Hurts, Devontae. Goddard, 97% of the snaps. Barkley, 90%. 79% for Dotson. Calcaterra, Covey in there a little bit. Johnny Wilson, not much. Paris Campbell, not too much. Kenny G, a little bit. Okay, so the offense, no real surprise there. You're trying to obviously figure things out without A.J. Brown. So Barkley gets a heavy dosage. They just forget that they need to run the damn ball. And, Dotson non-existent there. I think they knew, what we were going to try to accomplish without AJ, and they did a really damn good job. Jimmy Lake in that Falcons defense. Obviously, Raheem Morris, their head coach, a defensive-minded guy. So they knew exactly what to bring to the table. And look, the offense still had some good drives. They had some things going for them. I thought they did well, but unfortunate, man. At the end of the game there, Saquon dropping it, not going off sides, interception, all those things. It was a bummer. But the defense, the effing defense is what drove me crazy. So Quinion, Mitchell, Slay, CJ, and Reed were the starters that played 100%. You see Bond out there for 98%. You see Dean as well. Then Maddox in there for 90%, and he was hurt, or he probably would have been at 100% too. You can see that Cooper DeJean, bro, one play on defense. Son of a bitch. Kaylee Ringo, 2. Booker, you can see up there. Look at Booker. Only 9 snaps, and he got it done, bro. That dude, we talked about him possibly making this team. Holy shit. This kid, he is, I'm happy he's still here. But you see Ajomo had more snaps. You can see Milton Williams, then Jordan Davis at 48%. And look, we talked about Jalen Carter taking on the role of Fletcher Cox. He's going to get the most snaps, and then everybody else kind of dependent on the situation around him. So no real surprise there, but we just need these younger guys to continue to develop, get better. And Vic Fangio is asking a lot from them, a lot different than what they've been asked. And I think we just need to be a little patient here with a lot of these young guys. Nolan Smith, you can see behind BG and Huff. Huff continues not to do anything. And look, you remember the year that Reddick, now I think he had like a broken finger, something like that. But you remember everybody traded him. He sucks. He's the worst player ever. Now everybody's begging for him to come back. Let's just let Huff learn this system a little bit. Let's see how he does a little bit into the future. Hunt didn't get any defensive reps. You can see the guys on the right are just special teams reps. So, look, again, for me, it's Cooper DeJean. If you're not going to use Isaiah Rodgers, then Cooper DeJean needs to be starting at nickel. Let's just find out, man, right off the bat. Let him grow through the fire, man, and more Jalen Hunt. I want to see these young guys playing because, and look, I mentioned before, if you could trade somebody, get something in return for someone like a Darius Slay, and just let's go young right away, man. Maybe we're going to struggle for the first half of the season with Quinyon Mitchell, Kaylee Ringo, and Cooper DeJean, but I think that's the future, and let's get it started, bro. And I also can't wait to get Sidney Brown back. We need that little heat-seeking missile to be used as a weapon all over the place, and I'm very confident when he comes back, he's going to have a big impact. So I need this youth movement, and I need it like yesterday. So, man, it stings. It stings talking about it, like knowing we could have just beat that effing team and then just been talking about how much we should have fixed this and that instead of being pissed off and stuff, right? So it is what it is. Didn't drink, but I wish I did do a workout there. Oh, I definitely don't wish I was drinking, shooting heroin, any of the above. But for those of you who like to do that kind of stuff, drift away, I don't blame you at all because it's tough. It's tough to deal with reality sometimes when the Eagles are hitting you in the saddles. I get it, man. An escape is the way. But for those people that use that escape and then whine like little bitches, I can't deal with it, bro. I cannot deal with that. And look, man, I'm back on track no matter what. As soon as they lost, there's no going off this track. This train doesn't ever get off the track. So I'm going to be pissed, but I'm going to be on their ass for exactly what we talked about, exactly what needs to change. If I don't start seeing it, if we get it like last year, well, I'm going to be pissed off again, just like I was last year, and I will not hesitate to bury their asses. So clean it up, get it figured out. We knew the bumpy roads were coming. It's okay. It's okay. We did. He had a few catches there. Took the L. I'm not going to cry. Bleed. Hey, that's what it's all about, my friend. That is what it's all about. Oh, I know you were just joking. But I agreed with Drew. You know, you got to use that time to just focus on what matters most. I wasn't trying to call you out when saying that. But, yes, he truly has been. And it's a nice, refreshing, something positive to talk about. But, no, that's pretty much how it's been. That's kind of how the rotation works. And, definitely not terrible, but has not logged a stat yet, so definitely need to see that. And if we could just get people to watch my videos and understand what a nose tackle is, it would go a long way. It would, but I don't want to force anyone to understand how things work because I don't want to upset them more. We all know how they acted when we're not doing that. But, it is what it is. Let them keep hating. Keep educating. Liz, appreciate you tuning in. Nuclear Taco. I don't know what I said. I don't want to see his ass out there. I don't want to see it. And sure enough, that's what I saw. But Liz, hope you're having a great night. Appreciate you tuning in. And I'm all about it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still holding on to my prediction and happy to see some of you still riding with me. So let's go. And No, we're not actually. Still would only be week 3 at 1 and 2. So we got a long road ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. But in my opinion, it's on the road to victory. Let those casual fans and casual media trade everyone. Fire them up. The season's over. Jesus, give us a break. Go be back to being Cowboys fans, please, because you're giving us a bad name, and we don't need any of that, please. So we'll see. Wonder how I got a membership. That would be Drew. You can give a shout out to Drew. He gives out free memberships, it seems like, almost every week now. That son of a bitch. I love them. And I love each and every one of you, and I'm happy to see some of you new members that Drew has gifted upon you. But I'm going to need to start seeing you guys when he gifts you those. I make a post, and it's for Fan Friday, where you guys ask a question, ask a comment. Drew's always throwing out some awesome ones. I need you guys to start throwing in there, because he's kind enough to be hooking it up. Let's get you guys involved. You get a nice little graphic made for you. You get everyone in the chat answering your questions. Let's get it going this week. I want to see Fan Friday jumping off the effing charts. Let's go. And it always is. You guys are nuts. You always show up for it, and I love it. But I'm just saying, you members, I want you to be part of the family. I want you to feel it. So, Jason, appreciate you tuning in, my friend, and I'm glad you got that membership. Another big shout out to my man Drew again for that. So, appreciate you, my man. Think how we make a trade too? Oh, he definitely could, man. We were talking about that at the beginning of the video. I would be all for it. What's going on, Jackson? Appreciate you tuning in, my man. I'm going to pass on a 32-plus-year-old player. I need somebody we can pay, keep him around. Let's go. Oh, he snapped out of it the day after because we had a competitive game on Sunday. Well, we had a competitive game on Monday, but we will have a competitive game on Sunday, too. This team is going to come out to play. They had their mistakes. They're going to have to work on them this week. It is what it is, man. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. And, yes, that is the Drew I am speaking of. Drew is that dude. Eugene, that ready? That's fine. No. Look, they want Quinion outside, and you don't want to ruin that at all. That would be very dumb of them to do. Keep him out there. Well, I told you guys last night, don't expect Patrick Johnson to be back, because once you waived him, you knew he was getting claimed by somebody, so that was a no-brainer. We all knew he would be gone. But, yeah, look, this team, obviously on defense, pass rush non-existent, that's going to kill you. In the style defense you're playing, that vanilla theory defense, it ain't going to work. So, Howie, get on the phone if you need to. A little more Jalen Hunt sprinkled in there as well. There's a lot of moves that can be made, and we talk about it all the time. You guys know the Cat Master here for you. I try to keep you guys up to date with this stuff so that you know, woosah, they're very aware that changes need to be made. So those changes will be made. I promise you, man. We are in good hands. Don't listen to people. I've seen him fire Howie. He's not good at drafting, and he sucks at signing all these shitty players. It's like, God, holy shit. One loss in week 2, and the season's over. I really, I do not look forward to this part, because I'm such a, I'm like you guys, you sickos out there. I actually love the Eagles. I look forward to it. So it's like the whiny Cowboy style fans, they make it so much worse. It's just dude, you're embarrassing us out here. Please, for the love of God, stop. But that's why I keep coming back. You sickos keep bringing me back. I just remember you guys, to think of you while I'm at work. I'm like, do not care about these whiny people. We got sickos waiting. So that's why we're doing this live video here tonight, because I was thinking about you guys all day. Couldn't wait to talk to you. Wanted to break this damn thing down with you. Try to get through this together. And tomorrow we're moving right on behind enemy lines. New Orleans Saints talking about how we can whoop that ass. So if you're with me, I hope to see you then. But that is all I have for you today. Let me hear anything, any final thoughts, any final questions that you have. Throw them my way. I'm doing my best, bro. Doing my best. I try to bring a smile to the faces because I need it too. I'm dying inside. I hate losing. I do. But breaking it down and making sense of it and having hope where there is hope to be had, That's what makes it easier, man. I could have a doom and gloom outlook. I could tell you we're losing every game, everybody sucks, but that accomplishes nothing, and that's just not how this works. You need to get into the film room, see what you did, get out on the field, work on it, and then when you're on the field during game day, whoop some ass. But yeah, and look, we talked about that. Remember when everyone wanted to trade Reddick when he didn't have sacks in first couple of games? Look, it's a new system, and it's a new system for him. He is now like he went from being a death piece to being dependent on being the starter, and it may take a little time. It may not, he may not, but for me, I think that this dude, he's got all the talent in the world. He's still very young, so he's being thrown in the fire as a starter now, and that's where it needs to be. And look, people he needs to be out there every snap. It's like if he's struggling, no, he doesn't. So bring him along. We got a nice rotation here of guys that should be getting the job done. And whatever you got to figure it out, dude, real quick. Looked off not. Yeah, man. And that's something we always bring up, Liz. So great point. Sorry, I've got like dirt and crap all over my face. It keeps coming out of my hair like on me. Oh, what a day. I can't wait to jump in the shower. But yeah, that's the crazy part to me. Like if you watch the other games, you will see. It's week 2, man. Teams struggle, and especially when you have new coordinators, new players, just like the Eagles. So season is not over. No matter what the Eagles media says, it's not. And I will go to war with them all day, every day. It's birds, baby, and I'm good. I think the Cowboys don't laugh. Oh, yeah, they got destroyed by the Saints. So no doubt, dude. But they, that's why I don't get down with a lot of the Eagles content creators that just spend every day arguing with Cowboys fans. I don't have time for that, bro. I could care less about whiny little kids, again, projecting their self issues. It's like, I don't care, man. I don't want to argue with little kids. I want to talk football. I want to be in pain with you. I want to be happy with you. I want to go through all these emotions with you. I don't want to deal with trolls and little whiny. It's just not for me. It isn't. But plenty of shows out there I know a lot of people are into that. Just not for me. Going for Maddox, Quinion is greater in nickel than what you lose from Quinion and Rogers outside. No, they want Quinion Mitchell outside. He is the starter for the future outside. So that's where they got him. And I'm excited. I would have rather, like I said before the game, see Rogers getting used inside. He's predominantly played outside in his career. At college, he played some inside. He's the size where most people think you would play inside, but he didn't get much work here inside. So I thought, if you're not doing that, Cooper to Gene. But, oh, no. Right back to Avonte Maddox. So, didn't 2 years ago, didn't start getting sacks till like the 7th game. Well, Liz, I harken back to this stuff all the time. Another great point where it's just how the beginning of the season kind of goes a lot of times, and everybody's ready to jump ship. And look, man, once we win next week, everybody will be back on board. I know they're winning the Super Bowl, my favorite team ever. It's just, that's why I don't get down with like the flip flop. Like it's too much for me to try to keep up with people. You know what I mean? Like, do you still hate the Eagles? I'm not. I try to keep up with names, and I'm like, well, I thought you said everything was over. Fire everyone. I get so confused, but that's why I try not to get into that stuff too much. But yeah, it's running a show like this, having all these platforms, where people come and tell me all this stuff, it makes it more brutal for me. Like, I know you guys see exactly what I see on like the group chats and all this other stuff and the posts, all over. But I get these like personally sent to me. People send me direct messages of like, okay. It's nuts, bro. Like the amount of things I try so hard to interact with all of you. And some of you, you're my day ones. Some of you tune in every damn day. Don't ever think I'm ignoring you. I just can't keep up with it, man. And I love that you guys are so nuts and gung-ho about it. But I'm trying to weed out those people so that you sickos get all the time that you deserve, man. This is a place for the diehard fans. And I always tell people, you can be a fan of another team. You'll enjoy watching this show if you enjoy football. If you want to talk about, your team is the opponent of the Eagles, we'll be talking shop all day, baby. I just don't get down with the trolley stuff and the weird stuff, and I understand that's the big thing in the world today, but it's just not for me. It's just not. But, hey, and I appreciate that, Liz. And that's, when I got my source, when I made friends with this dude that works with the Eagles, that was, for me, when I went to that close practice and we're hanging out with all the players and I'm standing next to Kelsey and Lane Johnson, Mailata's in front of me with Suo Peta was there. That was pretty wild. And, hearing them talk about how much they hate the media and how much they're always just, treating them like they're not humans and they're pieces of crap. And, explaining like, look, that's why, I have my show. And, hearing them just agree, like, this is what we need to change the future. And like, my buddy that works with them is always like, just keep going, bro. And like the fact that I made a connection with him and those people like it and you sickos like it, that tells me all I need to know. Like, oh no, the casual people in the media and the fans don't like the facts. That's unfortunate, man. Don't know what to do for them. I just can't. I can't do it. I made a Micah Parsons thing like the other day and it had like 1,000 likes on like Facebook. I had like 50,000 views on that like Threads app. So these apps that I don't even like use, I'm like, what the? That's what people prefer. They don't want to know what's actually going on or breakdowns or anything. It's just all stupid shit. So I try like not to, but I do dabble a little bit because it's like, dude, I need to grow this thing and we got to find the diehards somehow. So sometimes you need a little banger to go out there, and that happened to be one. So I don't plan on changing ever. And I think anybody who has known me my whole life will tell you that. It's about progression, learning every day, 1% better every day. It's not changing, it's improving, right? And that's what I plan on doing with this show as well. Right in the edge rushers says, no, you got to be able to, obviously this is the best defense you can run. I mean, when you hear from Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, the smartest guys, and I know a lot of guys that play Madden will say they're better than Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan. They know offense more. I disagree 100%. And, Vic Fangio being that defense they hate the most, it's because it's really good. And if you guys watch those breakdowns, you know why it's really good. But you also know that it has to have a pass rush for it to work. So you got to be good. And I know nobody ever wants to blame the players. The players don't play. It's the coaches that coach that makes the players play because the players don't actually play. And I just also don't understand that thought process because the players do actually play. So they actually have to play and play well. They got to do their jobs. They have to. Because he's not like, yeah, and I appreciate that. Look, that's why I love you guys, because I know you're looking for something different. And there's plenty of ass out there, right, Drew? Just ass all over our faces. And I think we're good with it. Not the good ass. There's no, Chelsea isn't up here. No, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. No, I'm just saying, like, this is not, happy time. This is poop all over our face. I'll say it one last time. I get it. I do. But we're going to get pooped on together, right? We're going to stand up. We're going to laugh at them. We'll see you guys in a week from now. We can't wait to see you back. But let them lose their minds. Oh, yeah. Well, stupid people just really feel like they need to be heard. I mean, you guys see the political world that we live in today. You see all the morons. Like, that's literally what people worship, idiots. And it's like, no, God help me, man. Like, I don't understand it. And so I try to use football as my escape. And it's like, it doesn't matter. There is no escape. There's none. Stupidity it's reigning supreme in this world. And whoever orange little bastard that gave stupid people a voice, God help us. God help us, because they just, well, you know what? Tell you what, I don't have to be an expert. And matter of fact, I don't even have to have a basic understanding. I read this thing on TikTok, and now I know more than scientists and doctors. That's what they do with football. And it makes me want to put my head right through a wall. I'm not lying to you, man. It drives me insane. Like, this is my escape, bro. Please, God, help me, help me, help me. Ass in my face, ass in my face, in my face. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, Tiffany. That's how I feel, Toad. I'm glad you're laughing. Appreciate you tuning in, my man. I'm trying to laugh through the pain. That's what I do. Laugh right through the pain, right? So glad I could make you guys at least laugh a little bit, smile a little bit. I'm telling you, dude, you guys should have seen me at work today going buck wild, bro. Buck wild. And in the line of work I work at, it's pretty easy just to beat the hell out of things, and it's your job, jackhammers. And I mean, got a lot out today. Got a lot out, and all I could think of was coming here tonight, talking with you guys. And I was like, am I going to make behind enemy lines? Am I going to get off in time to make behind enemy lines. I'm like, am I really going to leave people hanging? When I could see the bat signal in the sky, and I knew you were all waiting. Dude. Oh, I love you guys, though. And I'm glad we can all smile a little bit. I needed it today. Like, it's another thing, though, like in this line of work, like you don't talk a lot. Like you do on break or like, in the passing or you guys are doing whatever. But like most of the day, you're just kind of stuck in your head. So I really was like, I need this tonight. I need this tonight. And I needed you, and I'm glad you showed up. And, said I was leaving about 15 minutes ago, so I'm going to roll out now. I hope I can bring a smile to your face, make you feel a little bit more positive. Look, I'm pissed off. This sucks. I hate losing. I don't want to hear the shit talk at work. I don't want to hear people, because you know me. I had my Eagles hoodie on this morning, bright and early, baby. I'm always ready to rock. You want to come get some? I'm always about it. So we're going to keep it real all week. We're going to show we've got our teams back. They just need to get their head out in between their sack, right? So they can do that. We're good to go. I'm glad you guys are making me feel better, because I honestly, man, I want to come in here and I want you guys to know, like, there is a football aspect to how we fix this. There is hope. You don't have to jump ship. You don't have to listen to the media. And I've seen it, man. I've seen their little douchebag clips. I've seen, my analytics tells me, like, shut up, dude. You've never picked up a football in your life, and no one cares what you have to say, because you all told us that Jalen Hurts couldn't develop, Howie Roseman needed to be fired, and we know that you don't know shit about football. That's great. Glad you watched the clip, and now you think you know something. We don't care. We'll see you back next week, you losers. We diehards and sickos. We'll be right here waiting for you. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you have yourself a great rest of your night. I'll be back tomorrow. Now around 5-ish, 4:35-ish, depending on when I get home from work. Oh, shit. Still sick. Week and a half later. Didn't happen all damn show. Look what happened. I wish I could blow my nose. Damn it. I wish I could blow my nose and show you guys, like, the amount of concrete dust and just crap that went in my face. I was cutting rebar today, so like half of my hairs, if you can see from here, are like burnt off, dude. Like, it was quite a day, but I was breaking, cutting, everything I could do to just, that was me today. So, but I know you bleed green. I know you sickos will continue showing up, and if we've got a couple green tears coming out, they're going to come out together. And we're going to smile together, and we're going to get through it together, Tiffany. And another shout out for this. Can't wait to hang this up. Tiffany, you're awesome. Each and every one of you. Drew, for the memberships. Liz, all of you, dude. Every single one of you. Tone, tuning in here. And look, Nina, I know you're always tuning in. You're always sharing stuff. I don't know if you're still with me here. I know it hurts deep down inside. Nuclear Taco. Appreciate you tuning in. Doyle, I know you were in here. Eric, I think, was in here. Jason, glad you're a new member. So big shout out to Drew for hooking that up. Dank, my man, was in here earlier. So shout out to you. Anybody else out there I probably completely forgot? I apologize. I'm drifting out to sea here, running on 3 hours of sleep, ready to lose my mind. Jackson, I know you were in here. Appreciate you, my man. All of you. If I forgot, again, I think Jose was maybe in here earlier. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. But I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with that initial injury report. So injury report for both the Eagles and Saints, and then behind enemy lines. I'm going to work on it tonight. Hopefully be able to get off work, put it out tomorrow. We will get it out there. We'll talk about everything we need to know for the Saints, how we can beat them. Let's effing go, man. Let's effing go. And, I do, man. I've got this sweet Bane mask. You know what? I think I actually took a picture today. So, hey, I'm keeping it real, but, bro, there is just nothing you can do half the time because it is just so effing insane. But, yeah, I do actually have a picture. I like to send Chelsea little pictures throughout the day, especially weird ones. But there I am, bro. Got my protective glasses, my little Bane respirator on there. Oh. What's Bane's line? You were brought into the darkness. You were merely brought into the darkness. I was born into it. I don't know what he says. That's something like that. But You can see, dude, we had this thing called a scar fire out here today. But you like jack up the cement with it, dude. It was wild. It was wild. Okay, now you guys got me drifting. But, bro, I have to protect myself as best as I can because even with those masks and things, that stuff's still coming in and getting you. But I'm rambling on now. Okay, you guys know if you need anything, reach out. I'm going to try to put this show a little bit together, try to get back to some of your comments from today and yesterday and maybe even the day before because, oh, my God. But I appreciate each and every one of you that took the time tonight. Maybe you're watching this later. You got some thoughts, you got some questions, whatever's on your mind. You could be watching right now, thinking something later. Always down to talk some birds. But you know it doesn't have to be about birds. Anything going on in life, you can always reach out. Always here for you as you are for me. Cannot thank you enough for all of your support. Win, lose, or tie, we sickos bleed green until we die. So I appreciate you sickos tuning in. You have yourselves a great rest of your night. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. Talk your shit all day, all week. Let them know, baby, we're still here. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!